Okay, good morning, boys and girls. How many of you have ever gone to the beach and played in the sand? Well, my story that I wrote, I'm the author, and the illustrator is Rihanna Gleason. She's the one who did the pictures for us. Anyhow, most of the story takes place at the beach. So I thought I'd just introduce you to the sand and what you can find there before I begin. So, my book is dedicated to my first granddaughter, Madelyn. Madelyn's exciting beach adventure. And I'm going to begin reading the book, and I hope you enjoy it. And at the end, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Madelyn woke up and excitedly jumped out of bed because she was going to the beach with her mom and dad. She quickly put on her new polka dot bathing suit that she picked out when she went shopping with Mommy yesterday. She helped Mommy make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, her favorite, and then helped Daddy pack the car for their beach adventure. After they arrived, opened their umbrella, and set down their chairs, Madeline knew the day was going to be perfect. Mommy, can I put on my own sunscreen? Asked Madeline. Sure, you can, but please remember to cover your face and body well so you don't get a sunburn, her mommy replied. Soon after, Madeline and her daddy raced down the beach and splashed into the water. On the way back to the chairs, Madeline found some pretty seashells. There were so many different shapes and colors to add to her collection. To make sure Madeline didn't drop any along the way, Daddy carried them in her towel. After a morning of playing and exploring, Mommy asked, Would you like to go to the concession stand and get something to drink? Yes, I would like that, answered Madeline. And off they went to the concession stand. Madeline and her mommy skipped along the beach, swinging arm in arm. All of a sudden, Madeline yelled, Ouch! She had stepped on a bottle cap that someone didn't throw away. Mommy gave her a kiss, rubbed her foot, and they continued on their way. But then Madeline spotted an empty donut box blowing across on the beach. Yuck, said Madeline. Why don't people throw their trash away in all the garbage cans I see around? Her mommy replied. That is a really good question. I guess they don't want to take the time to keep our earth clean. I hope you throw everything in the garbage can. Madeline ran off to the garbage can and proudly threw in her bottle cap and empty donut box. When she returned with a face full of smiles, her mommy gave her a high five and a big hug. Madeline ordered a cold lemonade and said, Don't worry, Mommy. I will throw the bottle away when I am finished. So Mommy and Daddy helped Madeline find more seashells, build a tall sand castle, and then they all went for a swim to cool off. When they got out of the water, Madeline noticed there was still a lot of trash on the beach. Can I use my bucket to pick up more trash? Madeline asked her dad. Wonderful idea. Let's get started, he replied. Madeline yelled out, I see an empty pretzel bag, can of soda, and a bottle of sunscreen. Great job, Madeline. Let's keep going, her mommy replied as she ran to the garbage can to throw away her items. Soon after, Madeline's bucket was overflowing and her parents' arms were bursting with garbage. They quickly emptied everything into the garbage cans and ran back to their towels and washed their hands. After a long day of playing and cleaning the beach, it was time to head home. Madeline placed her seashells into her bucket as she began to walk toward the car. Can I invite some friends to help us clean up more of the beach next weekend? Madeline asked. I really like that idea, her mommy replied. That week, her mommy called two friends who excitedly agreed to help. Finally, it was time for Madelyn's big beach adventure. Her mommy packed her big green bags so they would have their own to clean up the beach. When they arrived, her friends and their parents were already waiting and ready to help. Madelyn ran to Justin and Evangeline and excitedly gave each one a hug. And then they began their mission of cleaning up the beach. Let's see who can collect the most trash, Madelyn playfully said to her friends. Madelyn, Jensen, and Evangeline ran around with their garbage bags and happily filled them up over and over throughout the day. At the end of the day, Jensen said, Madelyn, thank you for including us in your wonderful adventure. Then Evangeline said, we're all winners when we help clean the environment. Madelyn gave high fives and waved goodbye to her friends. When Madelyn and Mommy and Daddy tucked Madelyn into bed that night, Mommy said, Madelyn, we are so proud of you for showing the world that even a young child can help save the earth. Madelyn gave her parents a kiss, good night, and fell asleep knowing she would soon be back for another beach adventure. I hope you enjoyed listening to my book, and I hope whenever you see trash on the ground that you're doing the right thing like Madelyn did and pick it up and throw it in the garbage can. So thank you for joining me today while I read you my story. Does anybody have any questions?
Thank you very much for that. That was a wonderful book.
Oh, thank you so much.